Another edition of Guns and Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Back at it again. Doing it a little bit earlier than usual. We're not doing our day before stuff.
Yeah,
Crazy
so if
shit going
there
on.
are,
So,
if somebody dies or something bad happens and we don't talk about it, it's because we're having to tape a little bit in advance. Some things came up this weekend, well, for both of us, and I got
yeah.
sick. And if you probably hear by now, I feel like shit. I don't know
Once
what I
again,
call. I
Dustin
know.
Owens pushing through to please all you fellow listeners out there.
Yeah. And I want to start the show by apologizing for the shitty sound quality last week. I just got some new headphones to listen when we're monitor with when we're doing the show. And I didn't know these fuckers had a shitty microphone in them. And it started recording me from the shitty microphone. So you got to hear me sniffle and probably burp and fart and everything else.
Nice.
Scream at the cats. So
Fuck your buddy.
yeah, we're back to smooth sailing today, hopefully,
Ooh.
as far as the technicals go.
Yeah.
For a ship that's weathered many a hurricane in that department, these captains aren't feeling just 100% confident.
But we're gonna give it our best shot.
Yeah. So yeah, woo. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hit that intro, baby. Let's roll.
Motherfuckers to the show that should be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
Ooh, episode 210 of Guns and Radio, and we got a pretty interesting little lineup here packed for y'all.
Yeah,
we're
we got
watching a new Steel Panther music video released on Valentine's Day. We can get around to it around then. But since, the new album, by the time this is out, the new album from Steel Panther will be out. We're going to celebrate it by listening to the final single off the album.
So exciting. And plus, we got a little GNR news to talk about that has come up, which is still a developing story at this point. So we don't know.
Continuing from last week from the quote-unquote Daytona debacle.
Yeah.
As I believe our Discordites are calling it now.
Yeah, but speaking of Discord, before we get too far on any topic, I want to say last week on the show, I'd forgot all about it. I briefly mentioned if somebody out there can make a Photoshop of Ice-T as RoboCop.
I saw that.
We would use it on the wheel. And our boy Franz delivered. I can't show it to you on here yet because I don't have Discord on this PC to be able to download it.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone's dead. So, yeah, I told you, man, sick. I showed up. That's the best. That's the most effort we can get today.
He's physically here. Mentally,
I came. Yeah, mentally. Yeah, well, mentally, I was pretty checked out last time too. In all fairness, but and probably for a lot of these shows, but at the same time, I do want to say it is fucking funny. Some of the shit Franz has been posting lately in our Discord's been making me laugh, but that one in particular is pretty funny. Now, you won't be seeing it appear on the wheel animations because we've got for a while, because there's 10 of them already done.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew there was something I was forgetting when we started the show today. I'll go ahead and be uploading that for later.
Yeah,
but
you got a few in advance already. So
I don't like to know, man. I know what they are. Obviously, I know what's in the pile. But with my shitty memory, I can't remember any fucking way.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal for me to make a bunch of them and then choose one. And I don't know, but for continuity's sake, I like them all to have a certain uniformity to them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the future, we're replacing Ice-T, which is funny because I think in the wheel spins that are coming up, we've started putting Ice-T's picture.
Yeah, just right in the corner.
Yeah, so we're gonna replace that picture in a future episode.
Yeah,
you'll
out SVU.
Yeah, be fine. Yeah, we got this.
Oh, hell yeah. Of course, man. Come on.
Yeah, you know us, man. We always make it work somehow.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that tour. Let's kick it off with some GNR news right from the get go. Let's talk
Why
about
not?
that fucking tour.
We were cock teased live on TV on Sunday, and they announced it Tuesday. I guess. Oh, Monday's a stat holiday. We're taking that day off.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
you.
was fucking stupid. That
It's fucking
was
stupid.
because, and I said it last week, but I still feel the same way. The whole waiting and not posting it when, or at least, at the very, 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 very least, having a motherfucker like, like an email reminder or alert or something
Yeah.
to be able to download
Mhm.
when you go to the website to get the to see on they would have sold a hell of a lot more tickets because a lot of people, the
Yeah.
casuals are where the money is. People like you and me
Nowadays,
we were gonna know anyway.
Mhm.
The diehards were gonna go to the website any fucking way and buy them
Yeah.
anyway. We didn't need the Daytona 500, but the casuals, I'm gonna say they probably, which is still a developing story. They might sell the fuck out on all of them.
Yeah. I mean, so far, judging by pre-sales, like we're recording this right before the public on sale. But judging by pre-sales, it's not looking good. I don't know.
Well, they're so radically different. Like
Yeah.
some of the pre-sales are for like just nosebleeders, $50.
Yeah.
I know Jeff's reporting some of them are 600 in his area,
Ooh.
and I know we looked at your area too, and they're like almost 200.
Yeah, probably Canadian. I think with Canada, they're probably with the whole conversion, they'll just convert it to Canadian, but like jack it up a bit. Then I think in Canada, there's probably a little more demand because like
They
yeah,
don't come here often.
no. Well, I think the thing was because they're supposed to come in during 2020, and then that got postponed to 2021, and then they ended up eventually just canceling it. And I had tickets that I got my money back, thankfully.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I got like it was the 300s or the 500s because they're doing the same stadium, the same place, Rogers Center. They're a big baseball stadium,
Yeah.
um, literally right
Well,
beside the CN Tower, which is gonna be pretty fucking cool.
yeah, but with this band also, you got to remember, like a couple of years ago, you remember when I went to Chicago when
Yeah,
Rick went to Chicago?
yeah,
When we went to Chicago and I was with Rebecca and everything, we had to plan that Chicago. Luckily, we had somebody willing to take our hotel reservation from us,
yeah.
so we could get another one at the resort and shit. And
Mhm,
um, like that was just a big pain in the ass to then after because then they postponed it because they announced it for one day and it
mhm.
was that day all year. Then at the last minute they postponed it a few weeks,
Yeah,
and we'd already booked the hotel, and we couldn't get our money back from them. It was
mhm.
too late. So like I know there's got to be people out there that also got screwed like that didn't have the luxury of uh the shit that we did. Hang on, I gotta yell at the cat.
Yeah, you do you. But yeah, you do make a good point there, Dustin. Like at least I don't think with these ones they're gonna get postponed or anything. Now that we're not in a friggin' crazy world of pandemic mania or whatever. So
Well, GNR was doing that bullshit long before, because when I had tickets to, there was one show in Mississippi we were supposed to go to, and they canceled it the day before.
really, what was that like in? Was that like during this era or?
No, that was 2011. But
Yeah, so that
GNR,
was the erratic axle, like near the end of that shit. So,
I mean, you can't trust them to make big plans or anything,
mhm.
just because I mean,
Back
like
then,
I've been
definitely,
burned,
yeah.
too
I
many
think
times.
now not as much. Like you rarely hear of any of their shows getting canceled. They may get postponed or something, but that's really it.
Even if it gets fucking postponed, though, that fucks up a whole.
Oh yeah, that absolutely.
Like you gotta figure out the hotel shit.
Hmm.
You gotta change because these fuckers don't understand, man. We work for a fucking living. Like y'all probably
Exactly.
forgot what that's like, but
Yeah.
or some of the people making the decisions for the tour dates don't really know what that's like. But let me explain it to you, okay, motherfucker. You don't just get to do whatever the fuck you want, whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
Too bad we don't know any rock stars we can move in with and mooch off of. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be shit.
Give us a call, Bob Dylan. Hey, he's dead. Is he dead?
No, yeah, I think he's still alive. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Give us a call, Bon Jovi. We could be your Team Brazil.
Yeah, even though you actually sing worse than Axel somehow, so
Oh, poor guy. Oh, we don't care.
at least Axel can kind of sing on key. Bon Jovi sounds like he's dying out there.
I mean, if TB can fucking book GNR and run them, how fucking hard could it be?
That is true. It is true. But at least now Axel's got his right hand man in Slash back. I mean, Bon Jovi needs Richie Sambora for anything fucking good to happen there. So he can stop making shitty pop or country music.
Well, if they did, wouldn't nobody know it? Because casual Bon Jovi fans don't know that the band ain't all together.
That's true. I mean, now they just cater to like anyone over 55.
Well, you do meet some MILFs at these shows. I'm gonna tell you, man.
I would say more so Bon Jovi. I think Bon Jovi's like the MILF hunter out of any of these bands now.
No, motherfucker, I'm the MILF hunter. Bon Jovi's the bait.
Bon Jovi.
Oh, funny.
Well, shit. If that's what you say. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm gonna get him hook, line, and sinker. Reel that shit in.
Like the old song says, I like my girls a little bit older.
Oh, shout out to the outfield. One and one, baby.
Yeah, man. I like the Cougars. I like the 40 to 50. Yeah, I'd give them about 53.
Exactly.
Some of them still look really fucking good.
That's what I gotta get on because they get money from their other husbands. Or if they haven't been married yet, I don't know.
I ain't never got one in a live-in situation before. Usually, if they'll date a guy now, granted, I ain't dated one of these Cougars since when I was in my 20s, I was calling Cougars of girls in their late 30s. Now that I'm in my mid 30s, it's kind of pretty much just women my own age.
Yeah.
But when I was in my 20s, dating all these older ladies, you know, what I was calling Cougars at the time now is just chicks my own age. And most of the time, if chicks that are my age now would date a guy that was like 21, they probably weren't the most stable.
No. They just wanted some D.
Oh, well,
at that point, I don't know.
Hell, that's why they don't call me Dustin Bones for nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. If we use the Magnum Dong thing in a while, we'll bring it back. Call back to some other episode. I believe that clip's on our YouTube, actually. youtube.com/@gunsandRadiopod.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I didn't put up last week's episode on there. It's fine.
I think it was up there. Or we're posting a bunch of all the new stuff's going up there. A lot of the old stuff that we have video for that's in our archives. Yeah. I know Dustin's been saving a lot of shit. So a lot of that stuff's there. Just got to start organizing it a bit. But we are getting more stuff on there. So you can catch some more of the archive on our YouTube as well as where we listen to this right now. Yeah,
we're working on it, man. And we're finding videos that I didn't know I had, to be honest with you. Like, we got a shit ton up just on shit because there was a time where we were recording video. We just weren't releasing it, but we were storing it on YouTube and saving it as private. And no. That's back when we had the Patreon and we would show, you could get the video version on Patreon.
Yeah, because we'd leave them unlisted on YouTube.
Yeah, well, for a while there, it was both. We were unlisting them.
Yeah.
Well, we would unlist them for a while when we started the practice, and then when we released the Patreon, then when we took down the Patreon, we started doing everything for free because, you know, I mean, we're doing better on the free side, so fuck it. Like, you guys have not failed us to tune into the things that we post ever, so, you know.
Very true.
Don't make sense to try to charge you for it. I mean, shit, we're doing fine with you all and your support as it is now. So we do appreciate it. And we'd also appreciate it. Like I said, I'm sick today. So this ain't going to be a long spell. You heard me last week. You've heard me every week talk about how great TurboTax is and how quick I got my taxes done. Be honest, I mean, I didn't get my taxes done so quick so I could keep thinking about taxes. Yeah. Oh, wait, I got mine's over here.
Yeah, we're getting the mirrors.
Yeah. So if you want to be like me and not have to fuck with thinking about taxes and shit, then click click the link in the description of this podcast and help your boys out by trying TurboTax to get yours.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, don't pull a Wesley Snipes. Actually do your taxes. You'll go to jail for a few years. Don't be like half these fucking big name soccer players who somehow get charged for tax evasion and then somehow get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how they got Al Capone.
That's
Motherfucker murdering people and shit. But he did a lot of good, too. You just don't
You
hear
didn't
about
pay your
it.
taxes, sir. We got you on that, you little shit.
He was ruthless, but he helped his community. I mean, if Al Capone helped his community and these other rich fuckers in the world won't, how big is it you're a bigger piece of shit than him?
That's a good point. Ain't wrong with that.
Getting political on the old 77. Well, that's not the show.
Oh, wait, wrong show.
I actually
merger.
I took out of the old. I ducked out of old 77 tonight, so I wouldn't get anybody sick. So, I mean, and which really sucked because I don't know, for some reason all week I've been just thinking about, man, I can't wait till Thursday, go hang out with the boys, and I was just looking forward to it, and then I got fucking sick. So.
You literally get cock blocked by the common cold.
It is what it is. Yeah. But I did see another thing about talking about GNR on tour.
Yeah, I was going to say, should I run through the dates? Or
yeah, let's look at those.
Yeah, so it starts, I have them here in front of me. I'll start running them through. So the first one, it starts June 5th. They're doing only one show in the Middle East in Israel.
Oh, nice.
So they're starting off there, and then it goes to the Europe tour. They're doing a couple shows in Spain, Belgium, Denmark, Norway, a couple shows in the UK, Frankfurt, which is, I guess, Germany. Some other places, Rome. They're doing Netherlands, Paris, Bucharest, Hungary, Greece, and then so then they take couple weeks off. They're starting the North American leg of the tour, August 5th, Moncton, Alberta, Canada.
Woo!
Yeah, followed by August 8th in Montreal. I was actually debating on going to the Montreal show because Montreal for me is only like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
Really? I thought Canada was more spread out than that.
Yeah, well, I think the major cities aren't too far. Like I've driven them like Montreal once. It was like 5 hours or so.
Now, I was advised though, if you drive to Canada, that you need to make fucking sure before you cross the border that you got a full tank of gas.
Yeah, I would say so because there's probably we do have like on certain like a lot of highways there's like these things we call en routes. So it has like it's like a gas station with like a Tim Hortons and a few other places you can go somewhere and piss and shit, get a coffee or grab some food along the way there. Yeah, our highways are just straight truck through highways, man. If you gotta head off an exit, you head off an exit and go somewhere, and that's it.
My daughter's wanting my attention.
Oh damn, pal. I'll keep going through actually. So
yeah, keep going through. I'm gonna try to calm her down.
August 8th, Montreal, Hershey, Pennsylvania. We got East Rutherford, New Jersey. That's the MetLife Stadium show. Boston, Chicago, Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina. They're doing a New York show, but it's Saratoga Springs, which is odd because if they're doing stadiums, would you not want to do like Yankee Stadium or like a big New York stadium? I guess
I don't get the fucking stadium thing because the stadium was kind of a flop the last time. I know when we went to Chicago, it wasn't even full.
I feel like they're like stuck in like 2016, 2017 where they think they can still sell at a stadium. Like the hype of the reunion's been dead since about 2018, 2019. After like 2-3 years, people stop giving a shit. Like by that point, they should have released something. And I get like 2020 pandemic happened, whatever, and they wanted to release new music while on a tour, so they did those 2 songs a couple of years ago. But like if you're not announcing like hype for an album, you're just releasing random songs. Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
like, we have 2 new songs. We have to do a tour. Like what? No, you got to start doing fucking like media press tours, not actual fucking show tours. Like, please, you gotta get your name back in the mainstream somehow.
I really wish they'd do another one of those up close and personal tours.
I would love that too, but no, we have 3/5 of the original lineup, so we're too big to do that shit anymore.
Well, have you seen your ticket sales, bud? I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say even in 2021 when they did those the We're Effing Back shows or whatever, and they're doing some stadiums. apparently, like even who was it? Yeah, Mason, and one of our listeners, Frost. There, he said he even got pit tickets for like super dirt cheap, literally a few days before one of the shows.
Yeah, that was the one I went to with in Chicago. He came and hung out with me and Rick for a few days, and uh, we went to the Chicago show together. And yeah, he did. He waited till the last minute to buy his tickets, and
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much what a lot of other fans are doing right now. Because I've just been hearing things like people are like, "Oh, judging by the pre-sales, like looking at tickets and shit, like it's just like really, unless there's like hopes of a new album coming out, like if they're gonna tease some new music, there is rumors that there's still one or two more new fucking songs that they have recorded yet to release that I've been hearing about from other people in the community, which
they'll
is
do it
like,
after the tour.
yeah, or like
The timing will be stupid.
you want to like hype a tour, release like a really good song now, or even like a couple months before the tour, and fucking try and build some hype off it instead of just
And that's
let's like, is that all like Guns N' Roses going to be now? Just like a traveling tour band? Like
in all
that?
fairness, it's all they've been for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know we joked about them being like sort of like a glorified cover band, but like I think that's what they're kind of becoming. Especially, what are they going to fucking cover on this tour? That's all we can talk about because there's a like 95% chance they ain't playing new fucking music. They're going to cover some other dipshit in
Yeah.
music or whatever.
No, I don't
Wouldn't be
think they'll learn a
surprised.
new song for this. They'll bring back Wichita Lineman or The Seeker.
If they do, I will literally start my own fucking riot when I go to the show in Toronto. I don't give a fuck. If I hear Wichita Lineman, somebody's getting knocked the fuck out in my section. I don't care who. I don't care if you're a child or an old person. You're gonna knock the fuck out. I'll be so fucking pissed. I'm gonna walk out there and burn the fucking merch stand. You heard it from me.
I know when they started playing Wichita Lineman in Chicago is when I turned my phone back on, and it was dead. It had like 1%. It died before it came on, and I had like 15 text messages from Rick, and not from Rick, but from like I had one text message from Rick, and then like 14 text messages from random people telling me Rick got kicked out.
Oh shit.
And while those were all coming in, it crashed my phone again. So I went. By the time my phone crashed, I was like, "Oh shit!" So I was about to head out and look for Rick, and then they played Night Train. So I was like, "Ah, fuck it." At this point,
I'm on a hot train.
yeah. But after Night Train, I headed out. I mean, I was
Yeah.
there for the whole show, but most of it I spent wandering around drunkenly looking for Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I did get effed up at that show. I ain't gonna lie.
You were on the night train.
I did. And I rode the Night Train that night. Yeah.
Never to return until the next tour. But going on, yeah. So it's at Saratoga Springs, New York, which is kind of weird. Did you play like a smaller venue in New York? I guess I don't know. Was Yankee Stadium not available that day?
I mean, if you're gonna get the fucking MetLife Center,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't get it. And then Toronto, September 3rd, which more than likely I will be at that show. So any Canadian Guns and Radio fans, you can find me there among the sea of 50,000 plus. That'll be there. 'Cause, I mean, it's Toronto. Toronto always shows up for Guns.
We'll be there signing autograph.
Hell yeah, I'll be out there handing bootleg merchandise. I should honestly at this point. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn their merch stand and start selling my merch once they play Wichita Lineman.
Sell a few of those Caputo shirts.
Exactly. I'm gonna start selling Guns and Radio hats. $40.
$40. Oh, dude,
Yeah,
if you
man.
hold on till the end of the show, you might get people that are leaving drunk thinking it's a Guns N' Roses hat.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, it's the same font, so it's like, well, sure, maybe.
You get a few of them drunk sales.
Yeah,
They're coming to
after,
St. Louis and Kansas City near me.
Yeah. So after Toronto, it's Lexington. Then you said St. Louis, 10 Knoxville, Hollywood, Florida, Biloxi. Shout out to Biloxi. Biloxi, Kansas. Yeah, so you're getting them twice in your own state. I'm jealous, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going to two of those. I'm going to one, the other, or a different one, depending on how things work out. I'm only going to one.
Yeah.
I'll probably, if other plans don't come to fruition, I'll probably go to the St. Louis show because I got friends in STL, and
Nice.
I get to spend time with them and see them and stuff anyway. So, I mean, that would be cool also.
Yeah, and then the tour sort of wraps up to San Antonio, Houston, San Diego, Sacramento, a show in Phoenix, and ends off in Vancouver, which I think Axl finally got the point after 20 plus years. Don't start your tours in Vancouver, end them in Vancouver. So maybe, I don't know if it's going to start with a riot. It could end with another riot. Who knows? Vancouver is kind of crazy like that.
Man, it'd be some shit if you went to we got one of those shows.
Fuck, I wish.
I've always said when me and Rick was going together all the time, I'd always say, man, I wouldn't even be mad if we got one of those. I mean, I get my money back, don't get me wrong, but but I wouldn't even be mad. I mean, how could you be mad at that?
You
I
can't.
mean, you were there.
That's not you're part of an experience that like no one else will fucking be a part of.
I ain't gonna be out there stealing shit with them, but I'll get a safe distance away and watch them.
I mean, I just want to break like one thing and then get out of there. Like, yeah, my fix is done. I know. One chair. All right, I'm good. You want this, bro? $20. Let's go.
See, if you're smart, you go to a GNR show and you smuggle tools in. That way you can dismantle things without damaging them too much to take with you for souvenir.
Yeah, just imagine some guy pulling out a toolbox like, I'm not going to riot. In the middle of the riot, he's like, let me hang on, guys. I got to get this chair off of you. And by the time he actually gets it off, the riot's done.
I would try to chisel off the number from my seat.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Because that's small. It can go in my pocket. They ain't going to check me while I'm running away with everybody else, making my way out. Then when I get home, I can put that motherfucker on a shelf.
True.
And
very true.
That'd be the route I'd go. But speaking of GNR on tour, our boy Brando, I'm going to share my screen for a second.
All right.
Because this is actually a really interesting article that our boy Brando shared with us. And then we'll, after this, we'll check out Steel Panther.
Hell yeah.
Why are you not sharing, you son of a bitch? Technical difficulties. Come on. Share the goddamn screen. I ain't even going to try to do that voice. But I was looking at this particular article that our boy Brando shared on his Appetite for Distortion Facebook page, and I found this to be pretty interesting. And but there are 4 songs that GNR has never played live. Crazy. Now, every tour 4. We get our hopes up for something else, but yeah. I thought this would be an interesting thing to kind of dive into a little bit. Oh, by the way, there's the updated desktop background. I don't know if we've shown it since we added Jeff and Rick. Amazing. Frostbite, yeah. But either way, let's see. These are the 4 songs that have never been played live. So the first one here is Don't Damn Me. Which I get. I don't really know that much about that song. It's not one of my favorites. I don't think. I
don't think it's one that's been heavily played.
I don't think it's never been played live.
Yeah, I mean, like heavily played, like we're talking, like by other fans, like streaming stats and stuff. It's one that tends to get really forgotten, especially on User Illusion 1, which is like just great songs on that album.
Yeah. Then there's but I've never said, you know what I want to do? I want to listen to Guns N' Roses, and then I turned on my iPod and picked Don't Damn Me.
Yeah, that's like one of the last songs you pick. Besides a certain other one, which we all know. Get in the Ring, which we covered which is a shame. Last week. Fucking shame that's been played live. That's perfect.
Yeah, I don't remember what I rated it, but I quite enjoyed getting in the ring last week.
Fuck yeah.
Shotgun Blues, another song that we have not reviewed on here, but is still in the wheel. So is Don't Damn Me, in all fairness.
Yeah.
But we do listen to the instrumental every week on Shotcast Saturday. And My World.
Everyone's favorite.
I can't believe they've never played My World live before.
Yeah, why don't they just play that over the loudspeakers as an outro or something? That should be the intro instead of playing the fucking
that
Looney
wouldn't
Tunes theme.
be.
Just play "You Want to Step Into My World." Then half the arena would leave. So I don't know.
Well, they'll be leaving anyway if it's the last.
That's why Axel should purposely just come on late and just throw that on there, and people are like, "Oh my god, what?" Also, how the fuck
it might
play
make
My World live? Like,
how they
Chris
play the
and fucking have him be on the synth doing it.
Well, you know how they play the Looney Tunes intro when they were starting? I mean, they could do the same thing with My World and kick off the show with that, and then
that's true.
Go into It's So Easy. And I think that'd be a cool. I mean, as a song on an album, it sucks, but as
it's hot garbage.
Yeah, well, yeah, those are 4 songs. Will we see any of those? Because they also debuted a few songs on the last tour, or at least they dusted off a few that they ain't played in a while, like Locomotive, Dead Horse.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a few, but what you got any final thoughts on this tour situation? Let's wrap that up next thing.
To me, it's like, why are we playing the same arenas again? Like why? I get it. Like Guns N' Roses is a big name, and they probably still could do some big money. Maybe they probably won't sell out all of these stadiums, but they can maybe sell enough tickets to sort of make some money back for this tour. But it's like, why are you playing stadiums if you're not, promoting new music or a new album or something? Even if it was like we're gonna do a big tour for the 30th anniversary of like Use Your Illusion, and mostly play those songs, change up the set for a year or two to celebrate an anniversary of that, like what they missed out doing on the 30th anniversary of Appetite, which I think would have been well done. I mean, like, I compare it to a band like Metallica, even though I think they're all fucking douchebags, they do touring right and do it pretty proper. Like, they were always changing up their stuff. Like, I remember they played at a few festival shows to celebrate the release of the Black Album, doing some anniversary stuff. They played that whole album front to back at shows.
Oh, nice.
And even now for the tour that they're doing next year, they're doing like weekends, like 2 shows, no repeat weekends, what they're calling it, with different openers. So it's the same arena, same like town venue, whatever, but for 2 days they're doing like a no repeat thing, which is really cool. It's unique.
I agree. And I mean, maybe it's the box set that they're trying to finally I don't know.
Well, then make it like, like brand with the tour. It's just World Tour 2023. Like, how fucking basic is that? Say it'd be like, User Illusion 30th anniversary tour or something. Like, brand it like that. And actually try and sell some shit instead of you're just trying to sell tickets and like merch. Okay.
Yeah. I agree, and they could call it the illusion. They could come up with something that would be a play on Use Your Illusion.
30 years of illusions or something like.
Yeah,
like, that I wouldn't mind. Like if it was like because that would be interesting. And it's like, okay, maybe we won't play both the full albums front to back. We'll play mostly stuff from Use Your Illusion. And bring out some other stuff you haven't played. Play fucking Get in the Ring, God damn it! I want to start a riot. Let's go.
But that'd be like you said, Metallica, for as big a douchebags as they are, they do treat their fans well when they're not suing the shit out of them left and right. But
absolutely,
I feel like they don't have a choice but to treat their fans right because they need to make up for suing them.
Yeah, because most other thrash bands are all assholes now. Like, look at Megadeth. Dave Mustaine's a cocksucker, so.
Sorry, I've tried being nice, and now I'm into shut the fuck up territory at this point with this cat.
Damn pushes.
Yeah, at least this one's being good.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you another band though that probably won't disappoint when they're on tour in a couple of weeks, and that is Steel Panther. Steel Panther is probably they're not coming anywhere near me, but they have announced a 2023 tour.
Yeah, and to promote their new album. So they're doing a lot of North America, and they're doing like some Europe shows in May and June. Nothing else past that's been announced, but you never know. They'll probably come back to North America and keep touring.
Yeah. But they've recently put out a music video for the album that by the time you guys hear this will have already been released.
Album number 6, On the Prowl.
Nice. And we are going to give that music video the old watcheroo, I believe. Is that our plan?
Yes, sir. I mean, we've watched the other 2 music videos that they released. There was Never Too Late to Get Some Pussy Tonight, which is pretty good, which kind of grew on me, that song. I was like, oh, God, whatever. But like, it kind of grew on me. 1987, which I think is a stellar song and a great tribute to like one of the best eras of rock and roll.
Definitely. I haven't heard 87 that much. What's the one that we're about to look at right now? We might come back to 87 in a couple of weeks.
Oh, hell yeah. This is called Friends with Benefits.
God damn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, the laugh got me. Maybe cough. Okay. Friends with Benefits by Steel Panther. I cannot wait to see where they're going with it. I love this band. They're so funny. Like some of the shit they come up with. It's stupid but clever.
Mm-hmm. In a lot of ways. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's watch this shit. Oh, I thought that we were going to have to skip an ad.
A problem that most of the world is suffering from today. And I know you're probably thinking famine. I know you might be thinking homelessness. I'm talking about hairy balls.
Cucumbers. I think we all know this deep in our hearts. How do you keep them in your home, and how do you keep them ripe?
Boring glory holes.
You take your balls, you dip it in the slick nuts.
Oh, so it's like Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Leave them there for about an hour.
It's not only makes your cucumbers ripe and keeps them ripe forever through the healing power of crystals, but it will also look amazing in your home, and you don't have loose cucumbers just sitting around on the counter when your mom comes over.
Here we have our intro packs. This one's called the Risky Business. This one's called the Googler. And don't forget the Funny Bunny. You can bedazzle these any way that you want. We have gold, we have silver, we have studs, anything for your hole.
Despite a number of interesting offerings, none of our entrepreneurs have been able to crack the code on an investment, leaving our Panthers feeling uninterested.
Who's ready to join me and make your boring hole a glorious hole? Anybody want a demo?
Frustrated.
Ladies, keep your cucumber cool with the cucumber.
And frankly speaking, a little disgusted. Obviously, we didn't do this one long enough. Can we? We're gonna do another one in an hour. So, which one of you Panthers is brave enough to take these nuts from very scary to not even hairy? Slick nuts. And Michael Starr has entered the den and seems to be on the road to sealing the deal.
I'm here offering 97% equity with only a $2.5 billion investment.
Only $2.5 billion.
Lonely nights in their bed watching Netflix without somebody to snuggle with, someone to tell them they're beautiful, someone to tell them that they're going to be okay. Arm candy at the movies, at In-N-Out Burger. Well, I've got the solution for you. It's not an app.
In-N-Out Burger.
It's not a dating service. It's me. So who's ready to reach for the star?
All right. Oh, and the shocker's back.
Oh, man. I thought this was going to make this easier to get through, but, man, I'm over here just holding back coughs and shit. Trying not to fucking cough my lungs out while I laugh my ass off at this shit.
Satchel. What the fuck?
I don't even know what the fuck to say at this.
Well,
You ever had one of these?
Yeah, friends with benefits.
I've had a couple of those. That's about how it goes too.
Yeah, pretty much. Faux bone. My dick fuck.
The inappropriate
Oh,
guitar solo.
Finger tender.
Tender.
I think it just swipes. Where you?
Oh man, that's funny.
Sleepless Steel Panther. Got my girl merch.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, you get none of that shit with me.
No.
Most I can do is JQ's on High in Jefferson City. That's a pretty sweet deal, though. I'd sleep with somebody for some JQs.
Straight up Woody Sully.
Oh,
Oh, please.
boobies. Nice.
Oh, very
Oh,
true.
wow. Lots of boobies. Well,
Drinking dildos? Okay.
I guess I know what I'm doing after the show now. Editing out the tits is what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. Have we ever shown boobies on this show before?
I think once or twice.
I don't know. I don't want to piss off Spotify. They've been good to us.
That's true.
Good news, though. We're taping early. We got a few days.
Very true.
Wait, is that Peeps?
Maybe. Ah, more movies. Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Hello. I am quite enjoying this.
I like the riff. Fucking Satchel's getting a lot of solos in this one, man.
Yeah, it sucks that Lexi's gone.
Oh. Doug McCucken, Frida Breast, Harry Cox, Neil and Lomi, Phil Herbutt. Yeah.
I need a hand job.
I am hung.
I am hung.
Really be hard again. That's
Slick nuts.
Friends with Benefits by Steel Panther, ladies and gentlemen. That's a funny moment, and the song's actually not bad. You want lyrics from that, or
Yeah, let's read some lyrics. Fuck it. At this point.
okay? So you
Deep
get
dive into this.
yeah. You get $35. I get to slap you with my dick. You get dinner at Spago's. I get to come inside your ass. At least make it rhyme. Come on.
It doesn't need to.
Yeah, friends with benefits. You get to drive my Maserati. I get to shower in your piss. Okay, that's your fetish. That's cool. You get your family here from Thailand. I get to shoot between your tits. At least the next verse kind of rhymes. You get to spend my cash. I get to bang that gash. You get the Louis Vuitton. I get a face to come on.
Well, I think the first rhyme scheme is just different.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
You get a fur coat and a diamond. I get your stilettos on my nuts. Ow.
Fuck that.
You get a shopping spree in London. I get your turds inside my mouth. Ew, okay.
Oh. Wow, that's weird.
You get a place to sleep. I get to fist you deep. You get security. I get impurity. People will judge us, but the haters will not budge us because we're friends. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits.
Wow. I don't know. This deal keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
They say when you make a sale to stop selling.
Yeah.
Before you talk your way right out of a sale. Oh man, that's gross but funny.
Gross but funny. That's some of the deeper stuff in Steel Panther's discography. I mean, now you're 6 albums deep. You gotta really.
I mean, it ain't. I don't hate the song. Let me put it that way.
No, man. Instrumentally, like, these guys are great musicians, and there's a good riff. And I love Satchel getting the friggin' rip solos and shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Because Satchel's a very underrated guitarist. I think he's awesome.
Yeah. Are you going to any Steel Panther shows on this tour?
They are not coming to Canada so far. So
lame.
They came sometime last year. Yeah, a few months ago, and I went. It was a pretty awesome show.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be a fun show to go to. Yeah, I would enjoy that. Well, speaking of going to shows, we've talked a lot about touring, and we've talked a lot about making plans to go on the highway. Mm-hmm. And I think it's time we take a little ride, a little detour of our own, and slide down Highway 0 by our man Izzy Stradlin.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get into our song review, for this week.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Psychobilly kid saw him running on a motorbike from the law, trying to get himself running like a dog, but you know they're gonna reel him in.
It's funky so far. I'm kind of digging this. I can get behind this.
Yeah. Let's hear it hit something.
Yeah.
Gonna take him out, gonna take him both. Cause made a deal in the backwoods, but it done settle. Better move quick, got a head start running from the police. You know they run him down if they get a chance, big deal. Another dead man running. Gonna take him out, yeah. Another highway zero. He's making time.
Yeah, this is fucking easy to just sit and listen to, man. Like this is
this is gonna be one of those.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them Southern rock vibe kind of feelings.
It threw me off because usually when we get a 3-minute or less Izzy Stradlin song, he goes like full like Ramones punk rock and just like balls to the wall with the speed. This one he's taking his time with, and it's not just him repeating the same lyrics. And I think we're gonna get into those lyrics in a little bit too. We'll play a little more of the song. Yeah,
let's listen to a little more of the song, and then we'll dive into some lyrical goodliness.
Ooh. Down for the Tijuana border man, never gonna pass cause they're radio. Shoot him off the back if they give him even half a chance. Shoot him like a dog, they don't fuck around. Cause made a deal in the backwoods, but it got set up. Now it's wild time in the highway, zero fed up. Balls out for the last time, I just might die trying, but I'd rather go out in a bonfire rain.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
Yeah, this really Izzy seems like he's channeling like his 70s rock kind of thing. To me, this reminds me a little bit of the Stones, a little bit of Led Zeppelin as well.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, he's mixing like the Stones and Zeppelin, sort of like that 70s rock style. Like it feels like a very Zeppelin-y song to me, like with the random guitars cutting in, just do a little solo. And just, like,
instrumentally, definitely, yeah. Like vocally, it does follow some Stones influence, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, instrumentally, I can definitely hear some Zeppelin in there. Why don't I tell you what? Let's listen to the next segment and let's get to the halfway point.
All right,
and then we'll go back and we'll listen. We'll deep dive into some lyrics. And while this plays, I'm going to make water happen for me because I'm choking to death over here.
Ooh.
Highway 0.
Break it down.
Highway 0.
We're getting a breakdown on a song about breaking down.
Highway 0.
looks like a good place to pause. We'll have a good outro section there, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I'll start from the top here, these lyrics. Okay. Psychobilly kid saw him running on a motorbike, running from the law, trying to get himself free. Running like a dog, but you know they're going to reel him in, going to take him out, going to take him real free.
Okay, so it's one of those storytelling songs.
Yeah, and it keeps going on too. I'll read a little more here. Because he made a deal in the back. It was burning, took center, and he moved quick. Got a head start running from the police. You know they run him down. If they get a chance, big deal. Another dead man running, gonna take him out of here. Another Highway Zero.
Have you ever heard of Friend of the Devil by the Grateful Dead?
Never listened to too much of GD, so.
Me neither. I'm not a huge fan or nothing. Don't get me wrong. They've got a few songs I really like. But Friend of the Devil. God damn it. Friend of the Devil is one of those few. And it's got a similar storyline to what we've heard so far.
Yeah, it's very similar because even it keeps going further. He mentioned there's a lyric here about something about making time for the Tijuana border man. So it must be like about a drug smuggler, maybe. I don't know if Highway Zero is like a slang term or a reference for something.
Slinging dope or something.
It could be, yeah. This is probably I'll look that up right now. We'll see if it means anything. I don't know, like Urban Dictionary, this stuff.
That's what's what the Silk Road was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a similar because that's what the net website was named after. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Silk Road, I don't know if it still exists or not. It's on the deep web, so I'm probably sure it does. I've only visited it one time to see and confirm if it was actually real or not. And it was, and I went, oh, fuck, and got the fuck out of there. Yeah. And I did that on an old computer that I could just wipe in case somebody,
Yeah.
I was a little nervous diving into that world.
Yeah, safe search off.
Yeah. So, but anyway, the fucking Silk Road and shit was, they would sell drugs and, stolen shit mainly. I didn't see any, what do you call it, ads looking for hitmen or anything like you hear other people talk about, but I didn't go looking for it. I didn't really dive into the site. I didn't exactly take a deep dive. I just went to it and went, oh shit, it is real.
Yeah, unless it's something you go seek out, I don't know if you'd probably even get there.
Well, it ain't like you can just Google it and go to the links. Like you have to do some research to find, because like one will get shut down and then another one will pop up, kind of like WikiLeaks. When one shuts down, another one pops up in its place. It's like a mirror.
Yeah, like with every 4chan there's an 8chan.
Yeah
Dark web shit, baby.
That be what it is. Do you got some more lyrics, or should I hit play?
Let's hit play and I'll get in some more lyrics after.
All right.
Try to run, but he only got run down zero. You know that running down if they get a chance, big deal. Another dead man running. Somebody took him out, hell, another Highway Zero.
Maybe Highway Zero is where they're taking him to kill him.
Could be, yeah.
It sounds like
catch some like border hopper or drug smuggler.
Yeah. Maybe another smuggler caught him or something and caught him. I don't know. That's just kind of what I took. We'll confirm in a minute. Highway Zero by Izzy Stradlin on the Guns and Radio podcast. Before we put it in completely in the rear view, read us that last verse and let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. The last verse we want here, okay.
Or if you pick up where you do what you were going to do. I was just trying to throw it to you. I don't know what your plan was.
So we'll continue from where I left off. Always making time for the Tijuana border man. Never going to pass because they radioed ahead. Shoot him off the back. If they give him even half a chance, shoot him like a dog. They don't fuck around there. because I made a deal in the back. It was burning, got set up, and about time in the Highway 0. Fed up, going balls out for the last time. I just might die trying, but I'd rather go out in a bona fide raid. Highway 0, Highway 0, Highway 0.
Okay, so they didn't catch him. They're going after him, and he knows he's going to die in this shootout.
Yeah, and it keeps going here, like just past Oceanside, copters up above, television on, cut off by a truck, took him out like a homicide.
Okay.
Spread on the Highway 0. So I think in that next to last verse, it's basically it's about like a chase between probably someone hopping a border or like a drug smuggler or some criminal. So, you know, Johnny Outlaw over there.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Outlaw, you got to watch him.
Tried to run, only got run down 0. They run him down if they get a chance. You know, probably maybe it's like unless like he just renamed Area 51 to Highway 0. Could be something like that. Like Izzy Stradlin almost predicted the future with that Area 51 raid that was never going to fucking happen, let's be real, but a bunch of stoners just camped outside Area 51.
Yeah.
That was what, the beginning of 2020, I think?
Yeah, maybe.
It was like end of 19, beginning of 2020. So I remember that was like right before the pandemic. Everyone's like, yeah, raid Area 51. And then like no one did a fucking thing. And they all just like camped outside like it was a fucking Fish concert or something.
And it was stupid cold up there too, because it gets really fucking cold in the desert at night, and people didn't prepare for that.
Hell no.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb.
Well, who's going first this week for our final thoughts?
I'll let you go first since you're probably gonna die. If I don't let you go first.
Yeah, we don't want me dying on the air. I don't know.
Damn it.
I was going to do it. I'd rather do it on the air than off the air.
It's true.
No, I liked it. I thought it would fit in good. I'd like to hear Skinnerd cover this, to be honest with you. I was getting some good Skinnerd vibes, which I like. I love Southern rock, and this one did. Even though you know there's a stereotype with the things I rate high. This is definitely in my realm of would I listen to this again? Fuck yeah, I thought this was cool. I probably like it a lot more if I didn't feel like shit, you know, just thinking about going to bed the whole time. But
yeah.
In the meantime, however, I'm gonna go ahead and give it 3 stars, and I'm gonna reserve the right to change my mind.
Okay. All right.
I
feel you. Yeah, it was definitely different. Like I mentioned earlier in the pod here. Usually when it comes to like a 3-minute or less Izzy song, he's going like full blown punk rock. This one's different. He basically channels like his inner 70s sort of 70s rock sound with a mix of like Stones, Zeppelin. And you also brought up too, like it was very much sort of like that southern rock style too. Like you get a little Skinnerd in there. I can definitely, now that you mention it, you can definitely hear some influence of that in there. And it's always good to have an Izzy song where it doesn't repeat like the same shit over and over again. He tells a nice fleshed out story in this one, and I will give credit because it is somewhat engaging. It's like we actually like, you know, want to hear what's going on. And we got the good music going along with it. Nice little breakdown too in between. Wish that kind of led to a solo, but still, like I can't complain for a good like 3-minute song, good 3-minute rock song. You can't really ask for too much more. It's definitely something that I would add to the playlist. I would listen to this not like a lot, like often, but like here and there, definitely if it comes up in the shuffle. Something, you know, like we always say with a lot of Izzy songs, it's really good driving music. Like driving down a highway or something. Like this is good like road trip playlist stuff. With that said, 3.5 out of 5 for me. It's close. I think with like a nice little solo, it could have got maybe an extra quarter or half star more. But I think 3 out of 5 is very, very fair, very generous. It's a damn good Izzy song, so I can't complain.
I agree. Well, what did you think, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't you go over to gunsandradio.com to get your invite into our Discord and come all up in our Discord. And
you're friends with benefits like Steel Panther.
That's right. You can spray your opinions on our face. We get a listener to the show. You get to spray your opinions on our face.
Yeah.
in our
Spray it on our
Discord.
Facebook wall.
Or in the comments section if you're listening on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I guess with that, I'll go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we're listening to next week.
Spin that shit, brother.
Mama Ken.
We're going to be listening to Mama Ken, a popular Aerosmith song from Live Like a Suicide.
Yeah, which was then re-released on Lives, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then re-released with and without the crowd sounds on the Appetite set, I think.
I think so.
It's not
maybe
really
it was like a studio
live
session or something that they did it with.
Yeah. But
I don't know. That Appetite
we'll
thing
see.
was just like a bunch of studio sessions. Like, yeah, that's cool, but like, okay.
I think, in my humble opinion, that it would be cooler if we did the Live Like a Suicide version from Lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I prefer that one because that was actually officially released. That's like the main one.
That's the one that we knew about when we were starting the show to begin with. So
yeah,
the one we had in mind when we first designed the wheel. So, but again, if enough of you don't disagree, hit us up in Discord. You can't never tell about us what we'll fucking do. We're crazy like that.
Hell yeah, man.
We're batshit.
Just up on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Guns and Radio Pod, youtube.com/at Guns and Radio Pod. Check out all the archives on wherever you get your podcasts, also on YouTube. Slowly but surely getting up there. We're getting organized on there too now.
YouTube's got a lot of great things coming. So hopefully. So yeah, check us out there. And all that good shit. But I'm tired. We're done. That's enough show for you.
Yeah.
I said I'd do 45 minutes, and here we've done like the full show. So
we just did a little over an hour, which is not bad actually.
I think I deserve a good sleep now.
Hell yeah, you do, sir.
But until then, until we see you next week from Mama Ken, I'm Dustin Bones,
and I'm Chris Caputo. Join us Saturday, back to a regular old shotcast, Fang-a-lang. Monday, back to some more GNR again. GNR covering Aerosmith with Mama Ken. Mama Ken or Mama Ken? So it says,
all up in your
like
mama.
a Mama Ken.
Yeah, and sleeping with your mom is one of my favorite subjects. So, I mean...
Oh, God. Oh, so you're basically sleeping with Steven Tyler? What?
Fuck it. And I'd have to see, make me an offer. Every man's got a price.
Yeah, because dude looks like a lady, so I mean, I guess.
I mean, it might not be so bad if you flip him over. I don't know. Anyway. We'll see you on Saturday, folks.
See you Saturday. See you guys Monday. Peace.